And we are back with another episode of Boys in the Ville.
No,
What is no?
it's not Boys in the Ville. I thought you was playing.
No,
from
I
last
was
time.
not playing.
That's why I was just
not.
going with it.
No, yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah. Two for the culture, Lord.
Yes,
yeah,
two
yeah.
for the culture. Long
That's
day.
what happens when we miss an episode, miss a week.
Yeah.
It's back to what your mind goes into.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was
That's
like, what
too
you
funny.
mean, no?
That's it. I thought
Two
you
for
were
the
playing.
culture.
before
Yeah, that
we
was my
started.
old podcast. Yeah, that was a while ago, and somehow I'm still saying that.
Yeah.
yeah.
How
Now-
long ago was that actually?
2 years maybe. I would say. Yeah, maybe 2 years. Yeah,
Wow, it
yeah.
didn't seem like it was that long ago.
maybe it was 2 years for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Time flies by.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we got a great show lined up for you tonight. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
For sure.
But yeah, let's start. Let's get into it. How's your weeks? I guess I should say.
Damn, what was that like? Just the main thing that I did went to go see Brandy and Monica.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope. I really am gonna start going to more events and stuff. I was invited there, so I didn't just wake up and be like, "Hey, all right, I'm going to the
Right.
Brandy and Monica concert." But I was invited, and it was just dope. It was a really nice experience. You know, they were just literally right there. It's so surreal being in front of these people that that you admire their music or whatever type of talents that they have, and just to see them, it was just like crazy. But
And so Kelly Rowland was there.
she was.
I'm asking.
Coco Jones was there.
Yeah, Coco Jones. Yeah, I heard Kelly Rowland was on the tour too.
Dang, for real. I
Yeah.
came late.
Yeah.
I came fashionably late.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did.
Oh yeah, on purpose.
Oh, okay.
I was like, yeah, they be not knowing that. I mean, duh, it's Brandy and Monica. They're gonna have like actual great openers.
Right.
But I was just thinking that, have you been to a concert before and they're just like playing music, the lights be on and it'd be forever?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was gonna happen in general, literally with any concert that I go to. So I went like an hour later.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then while I was walking down, Coco Jones, she was performing, and then right after her, this hype man dude came out. His voice sounded familiar, so he's probably somebody. And then they started the show, so I really came on time, for real.
Okay, depending on
How you look at it?
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah,
I think
skipped
that
the credits.
Money Long was supposed to be a part of the tour too.
That actually makes sense.
But I think she was sick, so they brought on Maya during the tour. I don't know if she was on the Nashville show, but she was a part of the tour too. Just temporarily sitting in for Money Long. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I saw. Well, like I said, I saw Coco Jones. She was killing it.
Was you familiar with the records?
Yeah. She had some radio
Yeah.
hit that.
I See You was one of them.
I can't remember exactly what it was.
There's another record that I can't think of it either. But I mean, she's a phenomenal singer. And I think she's from here too.
For real?
I think like maybe Lebanon or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. No.
I think I may be wrong.
She was super killing it. She was killing it. I was trying to find my seat though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Was it a packed house?
Yeah. For the most part, I say if it was, I don't know. Like when they turn the lights off and all that, that's when everybody really starts coming in for real.
Okay.
So like, I say when I look back, it was probably like a good 90%.
Okay. Did you have a preference on which artist you like the best?
I automatically listen to Brandy more than I do Monica.
Okay.
I have a couple favorites, and like I was invited to this, so I just started putting their stuff in rotation, and then it was a couple of more Brandy songs that I like. Monica's energy and vibe and personality, I really love that though. Like you could tell, like she's fun. And she really shows that she's from Atlanta, like in the set and stuff. So I may not have as much Monica songs on rotation, but if I had to choose between the two to hang out with, I'm probably gonna go like Monica.
I got
versus but Brandy just got hits. Well, both of them got hits clearly because they wouldn't even done the show. But
okay,
yeah.
Did they perform "The Boy Is Mine" together?
I left early.
Okay, so you left early, came late.
No, I mean I came before the show. Well, before they came out.
Okay.
I came before they came out.
Okay.
I just wanted to leave before like the crowd dispersed and stuff.
Okay.
So I didn't leave like super early. I just left like probably right before it ended. And since the tour is called that, then it's probably the last possible second that they were gonna play that. But I could tell it was about to end. And I was just like, nah, let me just go get out of here.
I got you. Make sure that the surge pricing didn't get you.
Surge pricing. That and just like the crowd in general. It's just like everybody's up. It's a lot of people. You know, you got to walk past everybody, through everybody. I had to pee. And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to, it's like an airport.
I got you.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah, but usually games and I haven't been to that many concerts, but like big events, I'll probably leave like right before everybody else does.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's just a smoother way of getting home.
All right, make sure I don't go any shows with you. Hey, you gone, bro. Yeah. No, and because I guess I don't. I understand exactly your point. Like, now I gotta wait to get out this and like waiting in line. Yeah, yes. So I totally understand. Facts. But it all depends on who it is, because there's a lot of things I'll leave early just because my attention is just not grabbed. But if I'm enjoying the time, I may stay. Yeah.
No, I definitely was enjoying myself. That was the most black people I done seen in Nashville.
Right.
Probably
well, I mean, that's hilarious. Yeah.
Everybody definitely showed up.
Yeah. No, you gotta think about it. Anytime if there's a metropolitan city, it's gonna have a lot of black people because historically, government jobs is really where a lot of black people found work because it's less discrimination than what you're gonna get at a private company. Yeah, because it's based on their discretion. So but nonetheless, so anywhere you go, whether it's however north you want to get, or like Midwest, if there's a metropolitan city, they're gonna have a lot. It's gonna be highly concentrated black amongst the state that you're in. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. No, so but we're I tell people who people from North think that Nashville is Republican. I'm like, it's a Democratic city, just like any really metropolitan that you go to. Yeah. So it's gonna have a lot of black people. You just gotta know where to look. Yeah. But it's not going to be Memphis or Atlanta. Yeah. That's just a mecca.
I did not see
DC.
Yeah. Those are just usually certain spots. Yeah. It's very. Yeah, because like everybody got their circles.
Exactly.
Well, it's only 2 circles for real.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then everywhere else in Tennessee, it's pretty much. Yeah.
What you doing here, boy?
Yeah, well, you got like places like in Chattanooga and stuff like that, but yeah.
Okay, facts, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still not heavily concentrated as Memphis would be. Yeah. Because that's damn near majority black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you travel outside of it and you realize how diverse it can get, it's just like, how did everybody just get here in Memphis?
Yeah. This just history.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I stumbled upon it. Well, I guess I do know how, but I was looking at a chart, and then it was pretty much talking about like migrating into different areas, but historically black people don't move.
I can believe that.
Yeah. So how many white people come here? I'm from California. I'm from here. If they're black, they've probably been here. Most likely. Yeah, they're from here.
That is something.
Yeah.
Something. But how was your past 2 weeks?
Same old. Literally same old. It hasn't changed. I don't think. Yeah. It's just working, grinding,
for sure,
paying off debt. It sounds. When I describe it, it sounds poor. Yeah, and there's actually a lot of things. So like, dang, just family members and health things, and that's like, it's like, it's just a true testament to how you always know it's like, the older you get, the more people are gonna pass away. It's always that. It's always gonna be kind of lingering presence that like you're just gonna be friends, family who's gonna be gone, myself included, obviously. But yeah, so it's just kind of things like that. But it is what it is. It's life. But then, not to sound morbid, but my weeks have been good. I'm enjoying. I'm happy. I'm excited about the future. I think there's going to be big things coming my way. So that so it's just really, I think, 3 years, and I'll start to see some of the work that I put in, the true fruits of my labor. I really do feel that way. Because during COVID, there's a lot of decisions I made that I'm now paying for. Right. And bad decisions. To where I was like, I was doing really well, and I was like, I shouldn't make this decision, or I was like, I should pay more on my debt now. But like, I'm enjoying my time. You know what I mean? Like, So the more that things lingered on, the more I was like, I'm gonna have to pay for this. One day. Exactly. And that day has come. You know what I mean? So So it's, but I'm not mad, because I knew it all along. So I saw this coming. So, but I'm thankful I'm in a position to where I can hold on.
Facts.
So I'm not mad. But so it's just kind of the same things. I do feel like I'm growing still, so and hopefully that'll always be the case. So I'm good.
Do you have, well, I don't know how many like books and stuff you read. Do you have any suggestions for like wealth books?
I can always, I think that they always talk about Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is like always a go-to. But I think overlooked book is I'm saying it wrong, but it's pretty much the power of broke. And what it was, I'm saying it wrong, but the undertitle is like, being broke is a privilege. The privilege of the opportunities of being broke. It's by Damon John. But it's called The Power of Broke, and whatever the subtitle is. So pretty much what it's talking about is they take different, not only celebrities, business minded people, owners, and it talks about what they made of the opportunity of them being broke at the time, how they had to hustle, how they had to find ways to make things work with no money. So it had different stories, like from Damon John, his own, taking a van and selling clothes out of his van, and then putting his clothes on celebrities, and how that gave him advertisement, and just finding different ways to make money, and how that actually being broke, and how I'm missing the word, but just finding different opportunities to make money when you don't have any. And I think it's motivational, and you can take things for granted when you got a lot, and you may not find the other different avenues of to be creative. So I think that's a really, really good book, and I would recommend that to just as much as I would like a Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah,
that's the next book or a few that I'll buy is going toward like the wealth thing. I see like so many ways to make money and stuff, but it just feels like it's something that I have to keep reinventing. If it's like social media, most of my the knowledge is from social media, so selling certain things or certain stores and all that, it just feels like I have to keep constantly reinventing. You're gonna have to keep constantly reinventing anyway with anything that you do, but I'm just more interested in finding a way to create something that's like for like a need of people to where it'll always be around to where I could make a business and just sell that shit later because it's gonna stay there. Like a tax company, laundromat, fucking certain things that you always need it in certain areas or dealing with certain demographics. So yeah, the wealth books is the next thing that I'm looking for.
I got you. How you feeling? Do you feel like you're moving in a circle,
What do you
or
mean?
do you feel like your trajectory in life?
In life, no, it's definitely not a circle compared to like last year. No, it's totally different. It's definitely different. I'm happier. I'm more fit. I'm more closer to God. I'm reading now. I'm definitely elevating. I just that term. That term. Things aren't as bad as they seem, but they're also not as good. Yeah. So that's just how I think of it. Like, yeah, I'm here, but like, I want to be like better. Constantly, just want to be better. There are things to improve on, to gain more knowledge of, and things like that. So I'm just but I'm actually, if I'm lacking in some area of knowledge, then I tend to now seek it through books. It used to be audio books, but like I actually study the books though. So it has to be like one of the top ones for me to read for that specific area or that subject, because I'm like in class for real. Just right, kind of like how I do with the Bible. So yeah, it's super beneficial. I feel like smarter every day for real.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah, it's a lot of vocabulary words I have to catch up on.
And yeah, I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have a lot of time in the day, or not enough? Well, let me re-ask that question. Do you think you're using your time wisely?
It's kind of like relative to well for me, it feels like as long as I feel like I'm steps ahead than I was last week, a month ago, whatever, then I feel good about it. But it does feel like when I'm usually like locked in, it feels like there's not enough time in the day for real. Because I have to schedule in like an hour to read this book or an hour to read this book. But there's a plan for the knowledge that I'm getting for this specific book. And the faster I get this knowledge, the quicker I can elevate on the other side of this thing. So it's beneficial, but sometimes I do be feeling like, damn, bro, it's 11 o'clock. How did it even get to 11 o'clock? You got to put time into working out and all. It's so much stuff that it just feels sometimes it's just not enough time in the day. But that's why I'm very selective with what I'm doing. I'm not just reading Cat in the Hat or something just to pass time by. Just like, how do you get wealthy? How do you do? What are the steps? Let me do as much as I can right now. So next year, this is a different story, or just like, more of an elevated result of how I'm living versus years ago. So I think I'm on track and doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I got you.
Yeah,
Understood. We can finally, we always get the introduction, and it takes about a third of the time typically, or close to that, so we can really get into it. So it wasn't last episode, but the episode previous to that one, we had like kind of left off at a cliffhanger, and we was talking about how, if a girl is really into you, can you be the person to kind of reject them or let them know that you're not interested? And do you remember kind of how you landed on that?
I don't.
I think it was a somewhat of a yes. I believe it was yes. Oh no, what you said was you kind of ghost a little bit.
I think I used to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to.
Okay. It's like things have a way of lingering, kind of like lingering off type of thing.
I think, yeah, but not in the sense that you're saying it right now. When I wish I could like replay that, but
But fading away was one.
Fading away.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a norm.
Okay.
For everybody.
Yeah, but if they're really interested and they're hanging on, if you're not interested, then that aspect is not a possibility. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Because they're always like hitting me up.
Either you're not responding, so it is essentially ghosting, or you know what I mean, or you're actually got to respond to the text or keeping it short or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're intentionally there's an act there.
I don't, you know, unless it's a mutual ghost, which 9 times out of 10 is usually the thing. You know, is the haze and the good mornings and all that just start fading out on both sides or whatever. But if it was, for instance, and I actively think about that, if something like that it were to happen or whatever. Like there was a time where a girl was interested in me. And we had a couple conversations or whatever. It was dope. And then I wanted to start pursuing somebody. Like, I wouldn't even say that I was pursuing her. We were just like cool, and we would talk sometimes. But she would hit me up to the point where I realized I'm not responding back as much because I'm like pursuing somebody else. And eventually, when I realized I had got a message or something. He was like, damn, you forgot about me? Or something like that. And then I was like, oh, okay, I got to address this. And then I'll actually address it and then say, hey, you know, just let you know, like, I'm like pursuing somebody or da-da-da-da. So in those moments, if it were to ever get something like that, I would have to say something. Like, yeah, the mutual ghost, cool, whatever. Ain't nobody feelings hurt. We can literally tell that we both are fading out. But if it's the opposite, I tend to think of that as that is a time that you have to say something, because it's kind of weak for real if you don't. Well, how I look at it, it's kind of like you just you hyped all this stuff up, I guess, in a way, to get this person to feel some type of reason that they can constantly keep hitting you up over and over and over again. And then like you actually had to have some type of a conversation. And it's funny because like I didn't even end up talking to that girl, and I still hear it to this day. I'm about just like, yeah, like that time that you fucking talked to that other girl instead of me. And but even though we just cool, we don't even talk like that. But yeah, I think it's very important to address.
That really hurt her feelings that she chose her.
I doubt it. She be dating. She was on dating shows and some stuff.
That don't mean anything.
You're right. But, but I mean, I don't know. No, she would say that. She would definitely say that often. Like I'm actively dating. What you doing today? I'm finna go out on this date. Da, 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 da. She was actually dating. Yeah. Like, yeah. I just told her, hey, I'm pursuing somebody, so I'm not gonna talk to you. She will pursue people and then just like, hey, what you doing? I'm just like, I couldn't do that. So
you couldn't do what?
For instance, I was actually trying to pursue like some connection or whatever. So that was the reason why I told her like, hey, I'm not hitting you up as much. Okay. She would actively date and still hit me up. You know what I'm
saying? I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah. I don't see the problem in that though.
Me either.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying what I would do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like
so when you're talking to somebody, you put all your eggs in one basket, pretty much.
Not as much anymore. As much anymore. I usually fail when I do that. Yeah. Or I wouldn't even say usually fail for real. Actually, yeah. Sometimes if something starts off and then you put everything into it, then or me. And I put everything into it, it's a bigger chance of it ending as fast as I put like all my eggs into this one basket. So yeah, naturally these days I would try to take things a little slower.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Or do you feel like it's just depends on the person type of thing?
It does. That does too.
Yeah.
It definitely depends on the person. Because I remember seeing my you know, like you see somebody, you just know, like, oh, I think that's like I could get with her. You know, I felt that a few times before. Yeah, so everybody's different. It's a different energy. It's a different spark that you feel.
Right.
Yeah, when you're around them.
I totally agree, and I think it's definitely coming on us to where we got to kind of reel ourselves back in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we can get excited, you know what I mean, and you know everything, you know, it feels right.
Yeah,
but you're only going off of the information you know about them at the time.
Yeah, it's everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, hey, you know, we see with our eyes first, you know, and then they say the right things.
Yeah, and
you may align on a couple things, and then you know what I mean. Then the wheels really start to going.
Yeah,
but it's incumbent on us to be like, all right, you know, we've been here a million times. Yeah, it is always this. Let's settle down a little bit and still got to take it slow and check the boxes.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know you were in a wheelchair.
What you mean?
No, I'm just playing.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Like you meet her and she just rolls in.
Yeah.
To the restaurant.
Right. Yeah.
But that would throw me off though. Not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I just said that.
Yeah.
That would definitely throw me off. So if a girl was hitting you up and then, you know, you weren't feeling her with the whole ghosting situation, would you just say, I've been working a lot? Like, what would you...
Yeah, and I'll be honest and say that I was, and I'm still not the best at giving, like, hurting somebody's feelings or turning them down or rejecting them. And I haven't yet really found the words to where I can feel comfortable in saying, hey, I'm not feeling this moment. You know what I mean? Unless you piss me off, then I have no problem telling you how I feel. But otherwise, I can't. So I haven't gotten there totally. So I can be sometimes maybe filled with excuses if I'm trying to be honest with myself and if I'm being harsh critic, I would say that it would be cowardly, out in a cowardly manner. I'm being my harshest critic right now. Yeah. Because I don't want to put it light because it's because I do feel like that in a way. It's like I remember be real in that moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? I
remember feeling like that. Sometimes.
Yeah, if I'm being nice, I would say that I sugarcoat a lot, and that's probably really where I land. But my harsh critics will be like, "Brad, that's kind of cowardly. You should give the respect that you want to somebody else for yourself. You will want to know the things that you're doing wrong. Sure, you should get that. Now, I also don't want to be super direct because that's not who I am by nature. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings.
No, right.
So so I have to kind of place things, and then I'm also figuring things out, and I also don't want to burn a bridge.
Yeah,
that they may be the person for me later on too. So I always want to keep that door open a little bit.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like for everybody. Yeah, and I don't know what that means or if that's good or not.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. So I don't want to be over like that person's actually meant for me. And
she ain't gonna.
Yeah. If I say I don't like white women, I'm using that as an example.
Yeah,
like I want my wife to be black or something like that. Then I pretty much told her no, I'm not doing this. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm using that as a quick example.
Yeah, I will say, even though it did, my experience with that, it did kind of mess up a little bit. I wouldn't even say long term. It didn't mess up anything. So, yeah, I feel like the other way it could just, I don't know. Long term, I think you get more respect when you just tell the truth. Yeah. Yeah,
and I totally agree. And like, hey, actually, I didn't like this thing. I should have said. There's plenty of times where I should have said what I didn't like. Yeah, and it shouldn't have came out when I was frustrated. Yeah. Or when time to where we're grown apart to where, like, honestly, I didn't like that thing you did that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, you know what? When you had a bunch of guys, or that guy that you didn't tell me about was blowing your phone up, that felt uncomfortable because now my safety's in danger. I'm using a real life situation. And I was like, now my safety's kind of in danger because he really likes you. I have no idea what's going on. And, you know, I'm talking about, so that just felt, that vibe was uncomfortable for me. And now she has a chance to respond. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey, actually, you know, that he was we never talked.
Facts.
Or whatever. He just got my number and was blowing me up. You took that out of proportion. And I could have responded and we would have been back and forth, and maybe it would have worked, maybe it wouldn't have. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, actually, yeah. No, I actually respect stuff like that now that I think about it. Yeah, I told you about another time I was talking to somebody, and then like she could have just easily ghosted me, like super easily, and then she actually just told me straight up, like, hey, actually didn't really fuck with when you said this, and da-da-da, and I'm reading, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't fuck with that either. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I didn't mean it like that, I meant it like this, da-da-da-da, and then, you know, you're friends again. But
right.
I respect that too. I definitely respect that too, because they can easily do that shit. Easily just ghost you and just keep moving.
Right. Absolutely. So that was cool. Like, I'm glad. Did we put a button in there or not really?
What you mean?
Because I got some silly, goofy stuff on that I
think you know.
We did it?
Yeah, we did that. Okay.
All right. So.
What?
I'm not trying to make this to a you thing, but I'm gonna just ask the question and it just kind of go where it goes.
All right.
So you're popular, right? You're popular amongst social media.
I thought we was. Yeah.
So you meet somebody, same night. Take everybody out of this. You're not in this world that scenario I'm giving you. You're not talking to anybody.
Right.
All right. So. You go to a concert, you see a fine little chick, y'all catch a vibe that night, and then it's a several part question, and I may have asked this before. You have sex with her that night. Does that disclude her?
Disclude her for what?
From dating you in the future.
No.
Okay. She gives you head that night. Does that?
No.
Okay, so those two things at all does not stop you from talking to her at this is same day meeting her and you having sex with her that night. So it'll be like a little bit of something. But what I'm doing right now is taking what you're saying and giving grace to the fact that maybe she still could be my person type thing. And we just had this strong attraction that I ain't never did this before, she ain't never did it either type thing. You don't know that?
I don't know that. I'm just giving grace to the situation.
Okay, I got you.
So yeah, if it's coming off as like, oh, this was too easy, then nah, it's over with. Okay. But if it's like, if I had to try a little bit, it's just like we just really had a strong attraction to each other. You know, I will be thinking about that the next day. Yeah, the next seeing how everything goes back to normal and, you know, the regular life stuff. Sure, but I would be thinking about it, but I still think there's a possibility that it could be cool. Okay. Yeah. Is there? I'm gonna go back to it, but because I'm gonna forget. If she doesn't give head, does that disclude her at all from having a future with her? She's like, ew, I don't do that. I never will. Oh, I never will. Yeah. Her other qualities got to be fire. Them hoes got to be at 100%. Yeah. Is that because you enjoy head? Yeah. Okay. Okay. That shit be making me feel like a man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, the sex could be fire. I could put it down and all this type of stuff, but like never. That's wild. I just think that's wild. Yeah. No, But there are women out there like that.
I mean, I think there's plenty. There's a lot.
Yeah.
That find it disgusting.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's shout out to them and their partner. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you know, like I land somewhere where you do, is that it's for me.
Yeah.
Having sex is better than head, personally.
Yeah, it is for me too.
Yeah. For the most part, given every situation is different. Mm-hmm. But but it's like the act of servitude is more. So for me, it's like, dang, you don't want to please me.
Facts.
Unless you get something out of it, then that's where I'm like, that seems kind of. It's like a character issue in a little bit. Yeah. If I'm overthinking. Yeah, like that's a little bit of character issue.
I think that's what it is too. Because when I think about it, just sex in general, I don't really like do it for me. It's more like for them type thing. Mm-hmm. So that would be the only thing that like you're clearly trying to do this for me. Mm-hmm. So maybe that does have something to do with it. It's just like, oh, okay, it feels like a balance or some shit like that.
Okay, and so now. Let's go back. I just wanted to, because it was on my mind. So before I forgot, I wanted to kind of start there. But anyway, so back to the situation. You know, y'all have sex. She's vibing. She knows you from Instagram. Is what that's why I was saying you're popular. She knows.
I forgot about that part. Yeah.
So, does that play in a factor in how you think about somebody? It's like, it's like my
celebrity.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you just fucked Reysosilly.
Yeah.
Versus
You may not think that, but like it's psychologically in your mind because it's clout.
I don't be thinking about stuff like that until I talk to a friend of mine, like either you or Ken or whatever. Like, yeah, bro, you also Reysosilly, bro. I was like, oh damn, I forgot. Like, I am that too. But usually when I connect with somebody. By the time all that stuff is happening, it ain't like Reysosilly anymore. It's like it's actually me. We done had like a deep conversation or.
What do you mean? You met her that night. So, but she's still a vibe. She's still a good time. And so I was saying, her having sex with you, her giving you head, that doesn't
seem like a Reysosilly thing now. Yeah. I really be thinking about it. I think it would. Yeah, if there was no type of conversation, because you talking about a concert, right?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I was just thinking like, okay,
that's the vibe I gave, and I think so. Yeah.
The only reason I said that was that means that there's no conversation between. It's a concert, and then the only conversation we would probably have is either on the way to the crib or
no.
Maybe after or some shit.
Let me give you a more specific situation. Let's keep that concert scenario going. And then you're leaving, she's leaving. She's like, hey, you're Reysosilly. Can I get a picture?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You were like, she's fine. She's a 10.
Oh, no. If that happened, I know for a fact Reysosilly fucked that night.
Okay. So
that's...
So that's already a no. She takes a picture. She's like, hey, me and my friends are going to this bar. Do you want to come? You're you.
Yeah.
So this ain't no you up. You a millionaire. You're you at this moment.
Yeah.
So like, hey, I'm planning actually going home. Like you said, you left the concert, went home.
Yeah.
They invite you to this bar. They're like, actually, we got bottle service here. You know what I mean? So like, hey, we had this plan. We want you to come along. It's me and my girls, and then you come. Would you go? Yeah. If you're you're a single man, nobody's involved, you're not talking to nobody.
Yeah.
Okay. You go.
Yeah, I'm going.
She's a vibe. She's a great time. Y'all have your natural conversation, how you do with if you're talking to somebody. You get to know her. Mm-hmm. She does well,
Okay.
Yeah. And she's a good time, and then y'all connect deeper.
Yeah, well, shit. Yeah, I mean that the way you explain that, it seems like there is more grace on that then.
Okay, but she knows you as Reysosilly though. That's why she invited you. She ain't just obviously you're the only guy there, so she ain't inviting niggas that you know what I mean. You're probably not the most attractive dude at the Bridgestone Arena. Yeah. So she's not just attracting dudes. here, and you didn't say anything to make her go. You just was Reysosilly.
Reysosilly.
Yeah.
That would be. I think my thing is that I'm so used to not thinking about that, I wouldn't even know that until like the next day.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So when the next day when I think about it, then I'll be like, oh damn, I don't know if she actually like vibed and shit. Well, I mean clearly she vibed and we vibed together.
Yeah.
But I would. It depend on the girl. And the reason why I say that is because I've hung out with people that may be like a little standoffish, like a harder shell that you gotta crack. And then you'll hang out with somebody who's also a vibe, but you could tell they're like a little too friendly, like a little too open. So that same night can be the same for two different women, and I could still have a different respect level the next day for both of them because it's just how they move, how they are, you know. So I still be feeling like most of them be lying anyway when they say I ain't had none in a long time and I ain't.
Yeah.
You know, that is what it is. Yeah. But
and I'm saying that y'all talking about dreams and goals. You know what I mean? She's telling you about her family, everything. You know what I mean? To where it's like, hey, I'm really getting to know you. Yeah. At this moment, so the connection is different. Yeah. No, you know, it's not just like, hey, yeah, we just drinking, turn up, shake shots, you know, shot o'clock, you know.
I would give that person definitely more respect. It still depends on the person and the vibe. Okay. Because like two people can say the exact same things, but just like the inflection and all that.
I totally agree with that statement. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know. We ain't just done. Yeah.
Okay.
So now you agree that you're willing to build onto that connection.
If that's just amazing, yeah.
I mean, it don't gotta be just amazing. It was cool. It was a good time. You enjoyed it. You liked it. I mean, what is amazing? You know what I mean? Like, is that the connection you build when you like somebody? Like, all your connections has been amazing when you first got to know them? Not really. Some. Yeah. So I don't want to be like, oh my goodness, this girl you missed out on. Like, she ain't
even
that.
If I did feel like that, I would wake up the next day and be like, let's calm down a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Okay, but you're agreeing really that cool. You're willing to go further. You get to know this person, you really like her. You haven't put her in the girlfriend box yet,
right?
But to find out that she's slick a groupie on the low. Is that going to stop? Like, she's a former groupie. Excuse me.
A former groupie?
You're on the fringe of y'all going together. So she's a groupie as a single person, but she's loyal as when she's in a relationship. You couldn't work? Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Cause nah. I remember talking to somebody one time, and she was just joking around, but she said it twice, like in a matter of months, that we were just being friends and cordial. And then she was like, yeah, but sometimes I just want to be a hoe, like like Spidey senses just like super went off. And then I went on her Instagram, and then she had a video, and it was just like, hoes be like, or something, and just made a joke. And I'm just like, my girl can't think like that, you know? Yeah, that would change things for me a bit. Would it for you? I don't think it would for you.
For me, you don't think so. You think I can deal with a groupie?
I think so. I feel like,
why is that?
I feel like your response would be something like, well, you know, at least she'll find something to do on Saturday nights while I'm working. And I've heard you say something crazy like that before.
Yeah, you heard me say that to somebody who I didn't deem a groupie though.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, so what for you?
So and let's build on what you kind of just said a little bit, because that's a conversation in itself. That's a boundary thing. That's not So what you're talking about, like, hey, in a previous relationship, that like, hey, you can date other women.
Yeah.
And that's really kind of reference you're bringing up. That's a boundary thing. That's not that's the boundary of our relationship.
All right, so she a groupie to
So yeah.
Kaylani.
I mean, if she grouped to Kaylani and just her, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just saying all the we take men out the total equation. So
I mean, but yeah, if that's the same for you, is that if I said she's just a groupie to one female that's super popular, is that going to disqualify her?
I just don't like
Probably
the word
not.
groupie. I don't know.
Probably not. You think so?
It's as my girl?
Yeah.
Is she a groupie to other girls?
No, one woman. You just named one.
Yeah.
You said Kaylani.
I be selfish. I don't
So that
be,
wouldn't even go for you.
I don't want them to like nobody else but me.
I mean, I think that's like that's just an impossible situation.
No, I mean, sure, there are other people that are, that they're attracted to and blah,
Right.
blah.
Because like is very loose. Like
okay,
yeah, like there's a difference between liking and actively pursuing. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like attraction is attraction.
Mm-hmm.
That's like you know, yeah. You can't really help but to be attracted to somebody if they fit all the qualities.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bond there. Then you're gonna like that other person.
Mm-hmm.
But what I tell people, how I feel in a relationship, I know that, I understand that. It may somewhat feel away. That's something you keep to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
so
that's
you're saying like while we're together, it's not like no. Okay, yeah. You were saying before we got together, she was just this major groupie for whomever, and then they got with me, and then they're like super loyal.
Well, I was just saying she found out that she had sex with Trey Songz and Chris Brown. That type of groupie, not that she's gonna like.
I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to look at it like that.
What you mean?
It's hard to look at it like that because, like, shit, maybe when one thing I learned about LA is that when you're in the circles of those people, it's almost like high school. It's like it ain't the world anymore. It's like it's condensed to celebrities.
Okay.
So you'll be rubbing shoulders with Trey Songz at this party, and you might rub shoulders with Chris Brown at this party.
All right.
And then at the next one, you might see whoever and whoever. So to say like they smashed this, and this, I can kind of see how that can happen.
Okay.
If you're in that world. But if you like backstage hopping, like trying to get in with this celebrity and all that, I feel like I would respect that less.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that she's Karuchi to where she dated Chris Brown for, you know what I mean? No,
Yeah.
she's a groupie. Yeah, she got smutted out by Chris Brown and left. You know what I mean? And
I'm
left.
trying to give her grace, but
Yeah. No,
it's
she
really
didn't date
given,
Chris
like,
Brown. No, yeah. Chris Brown. No, she met him and had sex with him. Yeah. So that's the groupie I mean.
Yeah,
even if she's amazing and has all these qualities.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on the girl. Cause like shit, at one point, if I met like certain celebrities, I'm smashing too. Like if I go to their concert or whatever, and then they like give me the eye, definitely gonna try.
Okay.
So there's some sense of like I can see. It depends on the girl. It depends on the girl. Cause but you said the word groupie, and I only think of groupie as one thing. Like it ain't no.
Yeah.
It's very like in coloring in the lines. It's like you're this one thing, and that person I can't get with. Somebody who's deemed a groupie.
Okay, and in what you said earlier about like, if it was me, I would have definitely, had sex with whatever celebrity that's beautiful that you want to name. It's like,
but is that groupie different. Though?
One, that's different as a man.
Fact, yeah, because of the double standard. All that shit.
I don't even want to call it double. Really, it's not as much of a double standard as people might like to think. It's because, man, it's very easy for you to get a man versus a woman willing to have sex with you of higher caliber based off of, picking you out in a concert. That's completely different. Those aren't really a double standard. You know what I mean? Those are actually just separate because that doesn't really happen. A woman giving you access versus you giving them access is completely separate. I think, if you ask me.
I mean, it's still a double standard.
I think
you're going to be called a groupie before I would.
I mean, yeah, there are groupie. I think there are male groupies. I agree with that point. But a woman giving you access based off of seeing you is highly unusual to where I don't call it a true double standard. Because those situations feel completely opposite. Because men pretty much, to be candid, stick their dick in anything. Yeah. Versus a woman, she doesn't give everybody access the way a man gives them access.
You're right.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying it's like really polar opposites in a sense. So you can't picture yourself, well, I do it too. It's like that's not even the same situation.
But I know I don't know. I think we're saying the same thing, but the conclusion isn't the same.
Yeah. So I would if you saying I do it too, I don't look at it literally.
Nobody. That's what I'm saying about it even being a double standard. It's just like I'm not gonna be called a groupie for real unless I'm just fucking wilding. But yeah, they're gonna be called that way before, like a man would. So I just because of that and because of how we think of women who just basically throw themselves out there, just the word groupie alone just has a certain
negative connotation.
That
it
is
is
just a certain type of like personality and decision making skills that it just doesn't align.
Yeah, no, I think that's a very good point. I like it because I agree 100%. Is that like the same person who's giving you that energy that you're really getting to know on an intimate level is not matching the groupie energy that she's giving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that person who's very intimate to you and a somewhat level knows themselves a little bit better, and typically you don't see that in a groupie that's just wilding out and making bad decisions.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But
Facts.
I do say that, but I don't know if I know groupies enough to have that level of understanding. You know what I mean? Because like the times I have Uber, there's two that come off the top of my head. When there was this one white lady, and she was like, I met Waka Flocka, and then I wound up hanging with them. She didn't say she had sex or not, so I don't know if she did. But then she's like, I also know what's the golfer? John Daly?
No, the white dude?
Yeah.
The old white dude?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And he has a bar downtown, so whatever that. And she's like, I know him, yada yada. I was like, how do you know all these celebrities? She's like, I'm a hoe. You know what I mean? But it was very fun. She was a good conversationalist. So I was like, that sounds very groupie-ish level. And then the NBA YoungBoy concert, I've driven these two girls. They were both very pretty. And one was way more drunk than the other, to the point that they were backstage, and the other girl was mad that the girl fell asleep. And backstage. Yeah. And then she's like, man, you know what I mean? Everybody just like trying to kick you out because you asleep backstage. You look crazy. You're embarrassing me. And she's like, and he's like, I don't be giving it up like that. And then she's like, what? And then the other girl's drunk. She's like, well, I'm a groupie. Yeah. So I was like, maybe they do know themselves on a level than what I think I realize. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
facts. Yeah. I wonder if they. Yeah, that makes sense. Usually, from what I hear and see, even on Instagram, if you scroll, the girls that look like groupies, like they look like it. They give the vibe of, if I meet Chris Brown, I'm fucking. Like, they give that. So that's why I said two women can say the same things, but like how the inflection, the mannerism and all that. One thing can be said. Somebody can say the sky is blue, and then somebody else say the sky is blue, like, and it's just two totally different meanings.
Yeah, and it's interesting because now that I'm thinking about it and trying to put myself in some of their shoes. I'm not a woman, so I can only do that a little bit. But maybe it's the adventurous side of them wanting to have sex with Chris Brown, then ultimately them being horny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, out of everybody, they chose me. That means I'm beautiful.
Oh, you know they feel like that.
Yeah, and then it goes to a point like, this is a story I can say for the rest of my life. This is like, hiking up Mount Everest, or whatever they have in their mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more of an adventure than them doing a sexual act. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, maybe are we not given enough grace?
I don't know. It had to be a whole nother universe for real. Like with different rules and stuff, because otherwise, it just is what it is for real.
Yeah, I think we need to have like a female on the pod or something.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Figure this out.
We definitely do. We'll get somebody.
We'll work. Yeah. But no, I'm just thinking it out loud. Like, maybe because when I hear older women talk about the things when they do when they're young and how they have a smile on their face.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's like hoish. You know what I mean? You disgusting. I don't value as much.
Right.
No,
that sucks. It does.
Yeah.
It does kind of suck. Now, I definitely know a lot of guys all of us know a bunch of guys who just like ran through women. Mm-hmm. And they still got this like status about them and all that. But if a girl after a certain point, it's the proximity is, just kind of small. Let's say like for a college or a school, and on this specific place, if that shit start traveling, like, I was with her, then the value is shot. It's over with. But the dude on campus, he's him. So it kind of just is what it is. I don't even have a cure for that. It's just how the world is.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I don't think that'll ever change.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's innate in us.
Yeah.
For real. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just how we're wired.
Yeah.
And I think that society tries to de-wire you from that, and it may kind of seep through it a little bit, but we still have that, like, there's something ultimately wrong with this.
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe get to a point to where we're like not innately thinking about it or thinking about it, but subconsciously we are. Like, you can look at a situation like, I don't know exactly what I'm seeing, but this don't look or feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we've all had that in whatever environment we was in. Like, this feels wrong. Like you're telling me this is right, but this feels wrong. I don't feel good about this decision, even though I don't think it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
both of y'all can have if both of y'all's list was the same amount, it's just like, why? Why is it like the same? So
and it all depends, because I don't think I have like a high body count, and if your list was next to mine, I'm like, all right.
I'm saying that not for like I'm saying just for the most part in general, just man versus woman. Like, if just piggybacking off of the double standard thing, it ain't never gonna die out. Ever. Yeah, a woman who hasn't done it with that many people and all that, like, as soon as I hear that, I be happy.
Hear what?
Like, they have not had too many partners, and if it's like a really, really low number, I'd be like, for sure. Like,
yeah. I think it's the idea of being chosen amongst others as well.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're taking a chance on me, and you're thinking I'm a good decision.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that has something to play with it? Or to do with it?
Sure. Yeah. Sure. No, absolutely. I think if a girl heard that too with a guy that she likes, and he's like, no, I've only just this very small amount, and she, you know what? I think you're right with the face that you just made. I think you're right, because women do love men that are wanted by women.
I think that we all have that a little bit. Like,
okay,
yeah. But yeah, I don't think that if you're like, hey, I never had sex with nobody. Like, what are you, a loser?
facts. That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. But no, I think it's more so for women, because if I see, I don't know, if I see a girl at a club with a bunch of dudes, and she could not have done anything with them, it's just like kind of like, all right, you hang out with a lot of guys. But if there's a guy and it's a lot of girls around him, it's almost just like a status. But like a power, like some sense of status. Like I said,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference.
I agree. I think so.
I've read it too many times. I've heard women say it. You know, like I don't know what it is, but maybe it's some sense of desire, or like you said, like, oh, you chose me, but you have like all of that going on. You know what I'm saying? You got all that feminine energy around you, but like, I want him to choose me. You know, that I believe that is a thing too.
Yeah. No, I think we did it. Do we have any final thoughts on this one?
Final thoughts.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even risk it. Yeah, my at an hour.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is Two for the Culture. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Yes, sir.